Hello, in this video we are going to look at Venn diagrams using counts and probabilities instead of just writing elements or objects that are in the sets. So in example number 1, we are going to complete two different Venn diagrams. In a previous semester, I had two classes that I surveyed about whether they had dogs or cats. Or not. And so I'll start by completing the 8 a.m. class. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to label my circles. So this circle is going to be dogs, set of people who have dogs, and this circle is going to be for the set of people who have cats. So then of course this number right here is for neither. You don't have to write this. Actually, you know what? I'll use a different color because it's something you don't have to write. So that's going to be too bright. What about that? Neither. So you don't have to write this. I'm just pointing it out. And this is going to be, this right here is going to be for both. So that means that right here, this is going to be only dogs. And what color do I have left? I guess right here is going to be, has only cats. So in this example, the table is already broken down so that the numbers fit in exactly. So for cats only, for the 8 a.m. class, we had exactly one student. And for dogs only, had 21 students. And then for both, so 16 students had both dogs and cats, and 3 students had neither. So go ahead and pause the video and try filling out the part B, for the 11:10 a.m. class. All right, so hopefully you've paused the video and you filled this one out yourself. So the dogs only is 20. Both is 14, cats only is 5, and neither is 5. And so if the question was how many students own dogs, how many students have dogs, the answer would be 21 plus 16 equals 37. And for over here, it would be 20 plus 14 equals 34. So in the 8 a.m. class, 34 students owned dogs. So 34 students have dogs. Okay, but the table won't already be given to us exactly like this where we just pop it in. So here's another example. We have in a survey of 150 high school students, it was found that 95 play video games, 72 watch YouTube, and 28 do neither. So we're going to label this Venn diagram. So I'm going to say this circle is those who watch YouTube, and this circle is those who play video games. It doesn't matter which one is which as long as you put the numbers in the right place. Play video games. All right, for that circle. So they've told us the total amount. So I don't think this pen gives me a highlighter. Oh, that's a highlighter. Okay, here we go. So this is for all of the students who play video games, right? So 95 students play video games, but it's split up, right? Because there's the part, this is the part that's both, right? Play video games and, remember this is neither. So play video games and watch YouTube. So the number of students who both, who fit into the both and video games only, right? So that number, when we add those together, the total is 95, but we somehow need to figure out how that 95 is broken up into those two numbers. So this number and this number. But we do know that 28 do neither. So this means it's 28. And if I take the total, so the total is 150, and I subtract those 28, I'm actually going to get the answer to part D here. So 150 minus 28 gives me 122. So this is students who use at least one platform, right? So that's actually our answer to part D. This one equals 122. So of those 122, if I want to figure out, and so I'm going to erase some of this just so it doesn't get real busy here. If I want to figure out how many students are here who only play video games, remember that's one of the numbers I want to break 95 part into, then I can take away this number. So remember, this whole number for YouTube is, I'm going to put it right here. The whole number for YouTube is, oops, wrong pen, is 72. And this whole number for plays video games is 95. That's the whole circle. But if somehow I got over hold on, there we go. Okay. Sorry, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep going here. So if I take this 122 and I subtract the 72 who use YouTubers, I get the people who only play video games. So this is gonna be 50. So there's 50 who only play video games right there. So we got our only play video games. Only play video games. All right, so that's right there. But now we can do the same thing, just the opposite way, for the people who only play YouTube. And then going back to here, so the students who only play video games is 50. But now I can take the 122 and minus 95, and I get, let's see, 5, I get 27. So I'm going to have 27, 27 only watch YouTube. Right, so that's right here. And so now I can figure out, there's like 4 different ways at this point that when I can find the last number. But the simplest way, 50 is a nice clean number. So I'm going to use the 95, this whole video game. I'm going to use 95 and take away 50 to get 45. And that is use both right there. So we get 45 in the middle. So you can see that this adds up to 95, right? And, oh my, that's an ugly one. That adds up to 95. And this, if you check it, adds up to 72, which is how many use YouTube. And so really we can check it to make sure the whole thing adds up to 150. So check. So let's do 28 plus 27 plus 45 plus 50. And so let's see, we get 50, 55 plus 45 is 100 plus 50. That is 150. Right, so we are good. I am going to make a second video about using Venn diagrams with probabilities. So come back and watch that video.